What Japanese centenarians know about longevity that you haven't discovered could be costing you decades of your life. Before we continue, I need you to understand something crucial. What I'm about to reveal isn't just a drink. It's a secret, guarded for generations, that can completely transform your relationship with time and vitality. It's no accident you're watching this video today. There's a higher purpose. I understand exactly how it feels to have that constant worry about your future health, that nagging feeling that time is slipping away too fast. And maybe you're not doing enough to take care of your body and mind. What most people don't realize about longevity is that it doesn't just depend on genetics or luck. It depends on ancestral wisdom that has been preserved in specific places around the world, especially in Japan, where there are entire communities of people who live well over 100 years with amazing vitality. Imagine your life as a garden. Most people only water the flowers that are already wilting, trying to save them when it's almost too late. But Japanese centenarians have learned something different. They nourish the roots every day with something so simple it seems impossible, that it holds so much power. Today, you'll discover how to add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Even if you're already in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, even if you feel it might be too late for big changes, there are exactly 3 truths about longevity that the Japanese have preserved for centuries, and that modern science is finally starting to understand. Truths that will revolutionize the way you think about aging and vitality. First truth: your body doesn't age because of time. It ages because of inflammation. An ancient truth teaches us that illness begins where inner harmony ends. The centenarians of Okinawa discovered a long time ago that there's a fundamental difference between aging and deteriorating. Aging is natural and beautiful. Deteriorating is an unconscious choice we make every day. Have you ever felt your body is heavier, more tired, like you're carrying an invisible burden? It's not your imagination. It's a sign that inflammatory processes are happening silently within you, accelerating what we call aging. Kenji, a 97-year-old gentleman from Okinawa, told me something I'll never forget. He walked 5 kilometers every morning, had radiant skin, and the bright eyes of a 60-year-old. "Mario," he said, "every morning I drink something my ancestors drank. It's not medicine, it's reverence for life, but that's just the beginning." The second truth is even deeper. Second truth: your mind controls the speed of your aging. Did you know there's a direct connection between your thoughts and the expression of your genes? Japanese centenarians intuitively discovered what modern epigenetics has confirmed. Your thoughts release chemicals that can either accelerate or slow down your biological clock. The drink they consume daily doesn't just act on the body, it acts on the mind, creating a state of deep calm that allows your internal systems to function in harmony. It's like a daily reset for your entire biology. Imagine you have 2 identical cars. One is driven by someone who accelerates sharply, brakes suddenly, lets the engine overheat. The other is driven smoothly, carefully, paying attention to the signals. Which one will last longer in perfect condition? Your body is like that second car, and the drink that Japanese centenarians take daily is like having the best driver in the world, taking care of each of your internal systems. Anna, a 102-year-old woman I met in Kyoto, explained something extraordinary. "When I drink my sacred tea in the morning," she said, "I feel like I'm talking to my own soul. My body calms down, my mind clears, and I remember who I really am." I need to pause here. What I'm about to reveal about the third truth is so powerful that I need to make sure you're ready for a fundamental shift in your understanding of longevity. Third truth: longevity isn't about adding years. It's about multiplying vitality. Japanese centenarians aren't worried about living longer. They're concerned with living better. And they've discovered that when you live better, you automatically live longer. The drink they've consumed for generations contains unique compounds that don't just protect their cells, they regenerate them. I'm talking about antioxidants so powerful they can literally reverse cellular damage you've accumulated over the years. I'm talking about substances that improve your brain function, strengthen your heart, purify your blood, and restore your natural energy. But the most impressive thing isn't the chemical compounds. It's the intention with which they consume this drink. For them, it's not just nutrition, it's liquid meditation. It's a sacred moment of connection with life that happens within them. Now take a deep breath, because the moment of revelation that will change everything has arrived. The drink I'm talking about is matcha green tea, prepared in a specific way that only the true masters of longevity know. It's not just any green tea. It's not the matcha you find anywhere. It's an ancestral preparation that involves three fundamental elements: the quality of the leaves, the ritual of preparation, and the consciousness during consumption. There are exactly 3 steps you need to follow to activate this transformation in your life. Step 1. The sacred choice of leaves. The matcha of Japanese centenarians comes from plants that grow in the shade for at least 4 weeks before harvest. This process concentrates chlorophyll and amino acids in a way that doesn't happen in any other tea in the world. Look for ceremonial matcha, not the common matcha. The difference isn't just in the taste, it's in the power of transformation. From today on, when you choose your matcha, remember you're not buying a drink. You're investing in your longevity. Kenji, a 98-year-old man, told me, "Every sip is like planting a seed of life in my body." Immediately you will start to feel a different energy. It's not the nervous energy of coffee. It's a calm and sustained vitality that comes from within. Over time, you'll notice that your mind becomes clearer, your sleep more restorative, and your zest for life multiplies in ways you never thought possible. Step 2. The ritual of conscious preparation. Japanese centenarians don't just make tea. They create a sacred moment. They heat the water to exactly 70 degrees. They sift the matcha powder. They whisk with specific movements until a creamy froth forms. Each gesture is performed with reverence. From today, when you prepare your matcha, do this. Turn off all electronic devices. Focus solely on the present moment. Feel the texture of the powder between your fingers. Observe the vibrant green color. Breathe in the aroma, utterly unique in the world. Haruto, a 105-year-old, taught me, "When I prepare my tea with love, it prepares me for the day with love." This isn't just a pretty phrase, it's a neurological truth. Your intention during preparation alters the chemistry of your experience. What I'm sharing has 3 levels of understanding. At the simplest level, it's a beverage anyone can prepare. For those with greater discernment, it's a ritual that aligns your mind with your purpose. But at the deepest level, which few understand, it's a complete transformation of your relationship with life itself. Step 3. Mindfulness during consumption. This is the secret that separates those who simply drink tea from those who experience real transformation. Japanese centenarians drink their matcha in absolute silence. Each sip is savored, each moment is honored. From today, when you drink your matcha, do this. Sit in a quiet place. Hold the cup with both hands. Feel the warmth through the porcelain. Drink slowly, allowing each sip to touch your tongue, your throat, your stomach. Feel the elixir of longevity nourishing every cell of your body. Yuki, a 99-year-old lady, revealed to me, "When I drink my tea this way, I feel as if I'm drinking time. Not time that passes, but time that expands. Each moment becomes richer, more alive." Immediately, You'll begin to feel a deep peace settling in your chest, a sensation that all is well, that you are exactly where you need to be over time. You'll discover that this moment of mindful matcha expands to other moments of your day. You begin to live with more presence, more gratitude, more real vitality. You are no longer someone who ages with fear. You are someone who matures with wisdom. What was once worry about the future will now be confidence in the present. What was anxiety about health will transform into loving care for yourself. This transformation isn't temporary. It's a fundamental shift in who you are. You are free from the belief that aging means deterioration. You've discovered what Japanese centenarians have always known. Longevity is an art that is learned and practiced every day. There's something I need to confess, something that will surprise you. Everything you've experienced until now, all the worries about your health and longevity, weren't meant to destroy you. They were signs that you were chosen to discover a deeper truth about life. Japanese centenarians have a concept called ikigai, the reason for being. They believe that each person has a unique purpose that can only be fulfilled if they live with full vitality. Perhaps your journey to this moment has been a preparation for this discovery. When you embrace the ancestral matcha ritual, you're not just taking care of your health, you are honoring the wisdom of generations who came before you. You are connecting with a lineage of people who chose to live fully until their last day. But there's an even deeper level to this practice that few know. The true masters of Japanese longevity don't drink matcha just for themselves. They drink for their family, for their ancestors, for future generations. Each sip is an act of reverence to the continuity of life. Imagine for a moment that each cell in your body is like a tiny light bulb. As the years pass, these light bulbs begin to weaken, to flicker, some even go out. Ancestral matcha is as if you've discovered a way to recharge these light bulbs, to make them shine again with the intensity they had when you were young. But there's something even more extraordinary happening. Recent studies have shown that people who practice the mindful matcha ritual not only live longer, they live with a quality of life that remains high until their final years. I'm not just talking about physical longevity. I'm talking about mental, emotional, spiritual longevity. Takeshi, a 103-year-old man I met at a tea ceremony in Tokyo, told me something that changed my perception forever. "Mario," he whispered, "I haven't been drinking tea for 80 years. The tea drinks me. It teaches me to be present in every moment, and presence is what keeps my heart young." This is the difference between consuming and communing, between ingesting and integrating, between drinking and being transformed. Now I need to share with you the signs that this transformation is really happening in your life. In the first few days, you'll notice you wake up with more energy. It's not an artificial energy. It's as if your body is remembering what it feels like to be truly rested. In the first week, your mind will begin to become clearer. You'll remember things more easily. You'll make decisions with more confidence. It's as if a fog you didn't even know existed begins to dissipate. In the first month, people close to you will begin to comment that you seem different, more present, more radiant. Some will say you look younger, but they won't be able to explain exactly what it is. In the first 3 months, you'll discover that your relationship with stress has completely changed. Things that once drove you crazy are now just small waves in an ocean of inner calm. In the first year, you'll look back and barely recognize who you were before, not just physically, but in the way you inhabit your own life. You will have become someone who ages like Japanese centenarians, with grace, with wisdom, with a vitality that defies the expectations of the modern world. But there's a secret within the secret that I need to reveal now. The true benefits of ancestral matcha don't just come from the compounds it contains. They come from the transformation it promotes in your relationship with time. We live in a culture obsessed with speed. We eat fast. We walk fast. We even age fast. The matcha ritual teaches you something revolutionary: how to inhabit time differently, how to make each moment last longer. Not because it's longer, but because you are more present in it. This is the true alchemy of longevity. It's not about adding more chronological years to your life. It's about multiplying the richness of each moment you live. And when you do that, time expands, life broadens, and you discover you have far more time than you ever imagined. Japanese centenarians have a saying, "Nichi nichi kore kojitsu." Each day is a good day, not because every day is perfect, but because each day is an opportunity to practice the art of living fully. When you embrace the ancestral matcha ritual, you're not just prolonging your life, you're deepening your experience of being alive. You're joining an ancestral lineage of people who chose to honor life through mindfulness, presence, reverence for the present moment. Now, I ask you, are you ready to leave the rush and anxiety about the future behind and embrace this ancestral way of conscious longevity? Are you prepared to discover that aging can be the most beautiful and wisest period of your life? Join the people who have already decided to honor their longevity through ancient wisdom, those who have accepted that self-care is a sacred act, not an obligation. Write in the comments how you feel after discovering this secret of Japanese. Centenarians, share which part of this revelation touched your heart the most. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Each time you share this message, the benefit returns multiplied. Share it with people who need to discover that longevity isn't luck or genetics. It's a conscious choice made every day, one sip at a time. In the next video, I'll reveal the second part of this ancestral transformation, the 5 foods that Japanese centenarians never eat, and that might be stealing decades from your life. Something even more surprising that will complete your understanding of how to live with the vitality of a 40-year-old at 80. Until then, remember, you're not getting older. You're becoming, and each day is a new opportunity to become the wisest, most present, and most vibrant version of who you came here to be. Time isn't your enemy. It's your ally on the journey of discovering yourself fully. And with the ancestral matcha of Japanese centenarians, you have in your hands the key to a longevity that not only adds years to your life, but life to your years. Your transformation journey begins with the next mindful sip you take. Make it a sacred moment. Your future centenarian self is thanking you right now. Dr. Mario Alonso Puig.